What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. E here from TLEV Media, and haunt season is just around the corner. So we have a construction update for all things Halloween Horror Nights 2024 out here in Hollywood. And then, well, there's also the construction for the Fast and Furious roller coaster. So if you guys are ready, why don't you join me on this extraordinary adventure?
TLEV Media, bringing the magic of the theme parks to your home.
From vlogs to interviews, TLEV Media is entertainment for all.
Alrighty, so we stopped by to look at Monstruos that is in the Parisian courtyard. And this facade looks incredible right now. Last time we did not see the sign in the front. There was also none of this foliage, which is now set up, which is so cool to see. And I just love the idea that this mausoleum is still connected to the original mausoleum. So, you know, just seeing this is incredible. The storyline of that everything is in the same graveyard, the same mausoleum area. It's all connected, and that's so awesome to see. I just can't wait for these walls to be down. You know, I want to see the front. I'm wondering if there's going to be tombstones, like when we saw that last year with Muerte and doing like the talking in the front. But from what we see right now, this is incredible. I forgot even to mention that there's those lights now. There's lights in the front. So yeah, this facade's cool. I can't wait to hear Muerte again, and now talking about all of the new Monstruos characters for this maze this year. So Monstruos is up there on the list of anticipated mazes. You know, all these original ones are very much anticipated. And then just announced in this area once again, over here on Paris Street or French Street, we are going to have Luchadors Monstruosos over here. Brand new scare zone, and it's going to be right after Monstruos over here. It's going to be based off of Luchadors and all of that. So you're going to have a team of two, a tag team that are the heroines, and then you're going to have all the villains that are going to be kind of based off of the Universal Monsters. So in this area, that is what we're going to see. Luchadors Monstruosos, and that's going to be so awesome. And I would assume in a week or two, we're going to start seeing, you know, kind of like the billboards going up. They made a bunch of posters for this scare zone, and I'm assuming that, that we're gonna have that as things that are gonna be up in the scare zone. But I can't wait. I hope that the scare actors can have fun in this scare zone, and they can essentially live their WWE dream if they like it, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I cannot wait for this scare zone. So we stopped by the Fast and Furious viewing area, and wow, oh wow, some changes already, and some huge changes. This is incredible. It looks like they're starting to work on the show building in the middle over there. That is pretty cool, because I didn't think that would be going up anytime soon. And that is a tall show building. I'm assuming that's going to be where the carts are, kind of like where these either end or begin is going to be right there. I'm assuming is where the launch is going to be, because on the other side, it looks like that they've already built a launch track already. A launch track is already set up on the other side, which is insane to me. But there's so many pieces coming in on the top floor. I just can't believe what I'm seeing right now, and they are working so fast on this. Like, guys, I'm gonna stand by it. I still think it's gonna be a little earlier, the opening, than what they've expected, what they've put on the construction walls and what they've announced online. The speed that they're going, I think it's gonna be a lot quicker. So yeah, if this is the show building right here, or where the ride ends, you know, there's going to be some kind of like brick facade that's going to go over this entire thing. So of course, this is just the skeleton of the show room, and so there's going to be a lot more added to that, and then more tracks are coming in. You know, this right here kind of looks like this is where it's going to end, I'm assuming. or is this where it starts? Oh man, dude, like I'm so curious because like where this piece is going, it's like it's kind of going up a little bit, so maybe this is going to be some kind of part where we go up or down. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is an incline. So here you can get a better view of what I'm assuming is going to be the launch right here. Interesting. And yeah, this building right here is going to be one of the show buildings. I'm assuming ending and beginning right here in this show building. Oh man, so exciting. But yeah, oh my god, a launch right here. I can't wait. I don't know, it's gonna be nuts. I don't know if it's gonna launch straight into like some sort of loop or some sort of crazy drop, but if that's not a launch, you guys need to tell me. I don't know for sure. Okay, a lot of you guys are bigger coaster heads and can let me know, and that's what I love about like you guys talking in the comment sections. Like you guys inform me on stuff also, and you guys educate me on the coaster stuff. I'm just getting into it, so yeah, I'm assuming this is a launch right here. Stopped by to look, of course, at Dead Exposure Death Valley over here, and I mean, last time we were here, there weren't the bins in the front, and then I mean, there's this cart right here. Can't really tell what's on that cart. Just more materials to go inside for sure. But the facade hasn't changed much. This is, I think we're getting towards its final look. It does seem like there's going to be a scare actor in the front of this maze. We did ask Murdy like a week ago or so, like what is coming out of this van, like what could it be? And he says something frightening, something scary is going to be coming out from there. So yeah, I can't wait for this maze, especially. It's original maze, original story. Cannot wait to see how it is, and very curious still how we're going to enter this maze, probably fully on that right side over there. So yeah. So I've stopped down by the Production Central store down here by Transformers because there are rumors going around that this store right here, the Production Central store, is going to be turned into our own Horror Nights tribute store, which I hope does come true. I mean, this used to just have Transformers merch and that's it, but now it's very much, you know, it was the Production Central store that we had at the upper lot that is completely gone now because of the Fast and Furious coaster. So this could totally be turned into a tribute store. It is smaller in there. It won't be like the size of the one out in Orlando. But, I mean, they already got some horror stuff in there. They've got the merch for the IPs this year in there, and then some of the other HHN preview merch already. So, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to turn this into a tribute store. But what do you guys think of those rumors? Do you like it, or do we want a different location for a tribute store? And then, of course, over in this location by the Panda Express, we're going to have one of those, like, setup stores. They haven't said what it would be, but I'm assuming because Texas Chainsaw Massacre is going to be down here, this would probably be themed around like a slaughter barbecue thing. That is what we had previous years. I'm trying to remember which year. I think it was the last time we had Texas Chainsaw. We had essentially a meat like pop-up shop right here in the middle. So that's what I'm thinking. It could be another IP themed, but because the entrance for Texas Chainsaw is going to be around like out there kind of, I would assume, yeah, this will be Texas Chainsaw themed. And of course, we have to talk about the maze announcement at Midsummer Scream. We now know it's official. T-Pad is going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the legacy of Leatherface.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. You guys ready for an announcement right out of the gate here? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the legacy of Leatherface, is coming to Halloween Horror Nights 2024. Let's go!
Now, at first when I heard this, I wasn't super excited. I'm not a huge fan of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre mazes. However, this one is way different than the other ones. This one is going to have every version of Leatherface inside the maze, and then plus the family and other characters that are very famous from the movie. And not only that, this is going to have like a historical lens also connected, a connection with like the history of a slaughterhouse. This storyline is going to be completely original, just from using quotes that have been from the movie. You know, we know that Leatherface and his whole family have always worked in meats, they've always worked in slaughterhouses, but we've never seen it ever. So now we get to see that in this maze. John Murray mentioned that this is a multiverse kind of perspective of this maze. So that's why we're gonna have all of the different versions of Leatherface, which that got me excited. And when he was talking during the panel, he sounded so excited. And you guys can check out that panel, of course, on our channel, and then just all across YouTube, there's all different versions of the panel. And then I also, you know, uploaded the interviews that we did with him, where he talked about, you know, how to get into the business, the haunt business, and how appreciative he is of the fans and how creative they're getting throughout the years. So yeah, Leatherface is coming back. It seems like every 4 years we get Leatherface, but I'm wondering if, you know, is this like a last version of him? I don't know for sure, but how are you going to top this 50th anniversary and also this multiverse version of the maze? You know, once you go multiverse, you never can really go back. I think Marvel started to have that issue. So will Horror Nights have that issue in the future? I don't know, probably not, but I'm excited for this one. It's gonna stink in there, so I am going to bring a mask just in case if it really, really stinks. He said it's gonna stink more than Exorcist Believer, and that one was really, really bad. That one stunk so bad. So I'm excited. What do you guys think of Leatherface coming back? You know, I posted the TikTok of him announcing it, and the comments weren't super excited, but I don't think everybody got the idea or the gist of it that this is going to be a new story that's never been told before. So, but that's what excites me about this maze, the legacy of Leatherface. Cannot wait. And another area that's going to have a scare zone this year is right over here by the Fast and Furious construction walls and Hogsmeade. In this location is going to be Murder of Crows. So it's going to be the whole crow family this year. New additions like the mom crow, and there's going to be a baby crow, which is like an animatronic. So maybe around these like trees over here, we'll see him. I don't know. But in this location over here by the walls, that is what we're going to see. Gives them enough space to walk around on the stilts because they are really big stilt walkers, the crows. So I'm excited to see that happen. And then just announced as of me filming this today, we've got another, and I'm assuming final scare zone announcement, unless they're going to announce the Death Eaters too, which I think is just like everybody assumes that's going to be coming. But in this area, as you enter for Halloween Horror Nights, you are going to have a scare zone called Chainsaw Punks with a Z over here. It's going to be kind of like the Scaremony. I don't know if they're going to do a full-on Scaremony again. I really hope so. We haven't had that in a minute. But yes, in this scare zone over here, we're going to have punk rock, mohawk chainsaw wielders over here, and I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. We did get a little sneak peek of it, supposedly on accident at Midsummer Scream, and we got to see what the Sweet Licks van is going to look like, and also we got to see one of the characters. So yeah, this over here, Chainsaw Punks with a Z, of course. And then of course, you know, we need to wait to see the pillars to start coming in, and then the box carts also. Hopefully we'll have the fire too, the flame towers once again. But yes, that I'm assuming we're going to be seeing in just 2 weeks or so. We're going to start seeing the scare zones taking shape finally, and I cannot wait. But yeah, we have gotten majority of the scare zones announced now. Now, I'm really hoping for this scare zone though that we are going to be getting some punk rock music. You know, Horror Nights in Hollywood very much does a lot of the times the EDM music and all that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping now, because it's punk rock themed, that we're gonna get some rock music. I mean, hey, they work with Slash all the time, so I feel like just for a fallback too, you could just do some Slash music. But yeah, I really hope it's not EDM. Don't think those two things will coincide and work really well together. So we got new stuff coming in for Jaws, and we got these Toonie Terrors. I do have a couple of these, and this one's pretty cool actually. I really like Jaws, like in this one, and then of course the captain right there. But yeah, you have this Toonie Terrors over here, and I'm wondering if they're gonna put the Lego set out once that comes out, because that is an incredible set. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'll put a picture there for you guys. But yeah, this right here, Toonie sets, and then these cups seem to be new. I have not seen these ones yet, but that looks really awesome. And then of course, the new headband right here. This looks pretty awesome. They're really killing it right now with the headbands. You know, all these theme parks are starting to get into the headband gang, and yeah, everyone loves them. And this is another great addition. It is $22, but it looks pretty awesome. And what's interesting is that there's no shirt for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre announcement. You know, I thought it was just like the original mazes that weren't going to have the merch. But you know, Texas Chainsaw also does not have its own merch yet. Dang, I mean, I did hear they're going to be doing like a huge drop with all of the merch. And yeah, it just seems like this is all the shared stuff with Orlando. And since TCM is not being shared with Orlando, and I guess it's kind of an original story, kind of, sort of, it's not out just yet, so that's unfortunate. But of course I'm saying all that, and then watch like tomorrow it's gonna be put up. So, but yeah, that's unfortunate. Can't wait though for all the merch to drop though. There's gonna be a lot of stuff for sure this year. And then they got more of these stuffed figures, and of course my favorite is now here, the Invisible Man, which I'm totally going to have to pick up. How much are these? $17? Not too bad, but yeah, I freaking love the Invisible Man. He's my favorite Universal monster. So yeah, they got the Bride. I mean, I think the Bride's been here, but for sure the Invisible Man is brand spanking new. But oh yes, I am totally going to have to pick one up. So getting off the studio tour, you know, we got to see a lot that is happening, including they're starting to work on the Terror Tram. I mean, sort of, kind of. They're just putting up, you know, those wooden walls that are over by the crash site. And so those are going up, which is really cool to see, because I'm still interested on how they're going to do the whole thing, since, you know, the 60th anniversary is ending August 11th. So, you know, maybe that's all we're going to see for the time being, and then, you know, it's going to ramp up after August 11th, you know, maybe right at August 12th, boom, start working on everything else. I'm wondering if we're going to get, again, like a sort of like, oh, I'm by Waterworld right now, but as you can hear, it's the last group. Speaking of Waterworld, we still don't know about the show for this area, so interesting. I'm assuming the Purge show will return. But anyways, back to the studio tour. Yeah, we got to see that, and then of course we got to see the TCM facade. They're still got to add things on there, of course, like the name of the facade's got to go on the top, and so there's still some details that need to be added for sure. And then the Insidious facade, we saw that one's almost complete. Lights are going up too over there by the H lot, so that's really cool. But yeah, I'm kind of distracted right now because I'm watching everybody running into Waterworld. But yeah, so the studio tour, it's moving along quite quickly. And it's good to see that. And I'm hoping that we're going to see some additional things added before August 11th for the Terror Tram. So, and we still don't know what Terror Tram is. We need that announcement and one more house announcement too. And that house announcement, you know, the Soundstage 15, if I'm remembering, Soundstage 15. It was kind of open, but we still have no clue what's going to be in there. And then Soundstage 12, the famous Soundstage 12, can kind of see the facade of Eternal Bloodlines. So yeah, studio tour, Terror Tram, everything looks great, and I cannot wait for this year. I'm so excited. Alrighty, everyone, that's gonna be it for my time here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Man, oh man, there is a lot going on, and you guys are gonna be getting these updates more frequently now because this is the time of the season where they're gonna ramp up all of the construction, mainly for the scare zones, and that's where we're gonna see the big changes. We're gonna see the walls go down for like Parisian Courtyard and all that kind of stuff for Monstruos. So yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed. If you're new to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And of course, if you want to be notified every time we post, hit that notification bell, and then you will for sure get those notifications. And you'll see us all the time. We got social media, that is TLEV Media, all across the board, and everything's in those links in the description down below. And with all that being said, I will see you guys on the next extraordinary adventure.